think the biggest mistake that clients make when they think about calibration, or a lot of home cinema companies will say, yeah, we calibrate our systems, so like we're no different to the company next to us. But calibration is often thought of as the thing that's going to fix everything in the rooms. We're going to put everything into the room, we're then going to calibrate it, and then everything's going to suddenly come together. And usually what they're getting is very mixed results. Some rooms sound good, some rooms don't sound good, and they never really understand why. And the reason why is because of the engineering. The engineering needs to be done perfectly. Calibration is only going to make the room marginally better than where it actually started. It's a noticeable change, so it's a definite improvement, but it's only a small improvement. If the room sounded terrible to begin with, it's still going to sound a little bit better than terrible. If the room was sounding exceptional, then it's going to sound a little bit better than exceptional. And I've done this with industry people in training that I've done over many years, where we would build a cinema from scratch. So I'd take everything out of the room and we'd actually rebuild the cinema from scratch. And by the time we got to a certain point, I would say, okay, is there anything else that we need to do? Everybody within the room would say, oh no, there's nothing else you could possibly do. Like, the difference between where we started and where we are now is amazing. Like, the system could never sound better than this. That's the point where you need to be at to calibrate a system. You want the room sounding exceptional before you start. You want the bass response to be as tight as possible before you really start the calibration. Because what's happening then is you're making tiny adjustments in the calibration. You're not making large adjustments. Large adjustments will generally screw things up, like timing. We're much more sensitive to time than we are in terms of frequency response. So a lot of people are chasing a flat frequency response and trying to get it as flat as possible. And usually the flattest response often sounds terrible. The reason why it sounds terrible is because of timing. We're much more sensitive to the timing of sound, particularly in the bass region. So when we want that nice tight whack in the chest, that's almost always because the timing of the system is fantastic. We want to do as minimal as possible when we're calibrating, and we want to get the timing of the system sounding really good, and that should be the preference, not a flat frequency response.